It began with a single word, revealed. No warning, no leaks, no early hints. Just one thunderclap announcement that sent shockwaves through every corner of the internet. Kim JISOO from BLACKPINK and Zayn Malik, two worlds that were never supposed to collide, now bound together by something called eyes closed. Kind of phrase that sounds innocent at first, but somehow carries weight, mystery, and a sense that something far greater is hiding behind it. Within minutes, timelines went wild, comment sections froze, and global media scrambled to verify what fans already knew deep down. This wasn't just a collaboration. This was history rearranging itself in real time. Imagine this scene. JISOO, the face of BLACKPINK's elegance and calm power, standing in the middle of a dimly lit studio in Seoul. Zayn Malik, once the voice that defined an entire generation of pop, isolated in a London booth, his voice raw and haunting. Cross oceans, two frequencies align, the Seoul dawn and the London dusk, merging into a sound that no one expected but everyone somehow needed. Eyes closed. Even the title feels like a metaphor, as if both of them are walking into something uncharted, trusting only the music to lead the way. And that's the part that's driving everyone crazy. 'Cause in the entertainment world, collaborations are never accidents. They're chess moves, planned months, sometimes years in advance. Each piece calculated for maximum global impact. A BLACKPINK member doesn't just duet with an One Direction superstar by coincidence. It's a business decision, a marketing masterstroke, and a cultural collision designed to shake up charts and headlines at the same time. You could almost hear the marketing analysts whispering, "This is what happens when brand equity meets emotional storytelling." For years, JISOO's brand has been built on elegance, control, and visual perfection. She's the quiet power of BLACKPINK, the kind of artist who doesn't need to scream to own the room. Zayn Malik, meanwhile, is rebellion refined. The artist who walked away from the biggest boy band in the world not because he had to, but because he wanted to find something real. Combine those two energies and what do you get? Perfect paradox. Beauty meets mystery. Discipline meets chaos. It's the kind of formula that makes the entertainment economy turn on its head. Industry insiders are calling this the collaboration that redefines cross-market synergy. In plain English, it's how you merge East and West, not just in music, but in influence. Think about it, JISOO's fanbase is anchored in K-pop's global empire, where devotion isn't casual, it's an economy. Zayn Malik's audience, on the other hand, spans a decade of Western pop loyalty. The overlap between those two demographics creates a cultural bridge that's bigger than any marketing campaign. When fans engage, streams spike. When streams spike, brand value compounds. When brand value compounds, the artists become not just singers, but living assets. And this is where it gets even more interesting. Because beneath the glamour and headlines, eyes closed might be the most strategic move in both their careers. In the business of fame, emotion sells, but authenticity sustains. Every frame, every lyric, every chord progression is a calculated balance between vulnerability and spectacle. The idea is to make the audience feel like they've been invited into something personal, even if every second was pre-orchestrated by a dozen creative directors and brand strategists behind the scenes. That's not manipulation. That's mastery. Still, there's something strange about how quiet both artists have been. Neither JISOO nor Zayn Malik has said a single direct word about each other. No official statements. No behind-the-scenes clips. Just silence, and that silence is louder than any teaser. It's like watching two galaxies drift closer, knowing they'll collide but not knowing when. And then suddenly, a whisper from the Korea Herald. Insider sources confirm the duet. The internet goes wild. Habase posts. Pinkvilla confirms. The algorithm ignites. For the first time in months, the entire internet is talking about one song that hasn't even been released. Halfway through this unfolding mystery, you start realizing something deeper. This isn't just about music anymore, it's about timing. The smartest entertainers in the world don't just release songs, they release moments. JISOO's return after a quiet creative season and Zayn Malik's resurgence after years of silence both happening now? That's not random. That's market rhythm. The entertainment industry runs on waves: anticipation, revelation, saturation. What they're doing is catching the peak right before it crashes. It's the golden rule of entrepreneurship disguised as artistry. When everyone expects you to rest, you strike. But here's where it turns almost cinematic. Rumor has it, Eyes Closed isn't just a duet, it's a story. A short film, maybe even a concept narrative about two souls living in parallel worlds, singing to each other through time. The visual hints that leaked online, soft silhouettes, reflections, fading light, suggest a tone of heartbreak and hope. You can almost see it already. JISOO walking through a rain-soaked alley in Seoul, Zayn Malik watching through a fogged window in London. Two people, two continents, one song connecting them. If that's true, then this isn't just music. Storytelling designed to break hearts and trend charts simultaneously. Then comes the cliffhanger that nobody saw coming. 'Cause just when fans were certain it was a simple collab, whispers began to surface. This might not be a single at all, but the lead track to a bigger global project involving multiple artists. Maybe even a bridge toward Blackpink's next era or a re-entry for Zayn Malik into the Asian market. The numbers don't lie. The engagement metrics around the phrase "eyes closed" have surpassed every major teaser of the quarter. That kind of traction doesn't come from hype alone. It comes from strategic alignment, brands, timing, emotional architecture. And yet, amid all the speculation, there's a poetic irony to the title itself. Eyes Closed. Maybe it's not just a love song. Maybe it's a statement about trust. Trusting the process, trusting the art, trusting that when two artists from opposite sides of the world close their eyes and sing, they'll find the same melody. It's a reminder of what makes great art timeless. It doesn't need to explain itself. It just needs to be felt. From a business perspective, this move also signals a new era for cross-industry partnerships. In the digital age, attention is currency, and the most valuable brands are the ones that can hold it the longest. By merging music, fashion, and narrative under one cinematic identity, JISOO, BLACKPINK, and Zayn Malik are not just releasing a song, they're launching an emotional economy. Every tweet, every repost, every speculative video adds to the snowball effect of virality. The smartest entrepreneurs in entertainment know, you don't sell the product, you sell the feeling of being first to witness it. And speaking of witnessing, there's an unspoken lesson here for anyone chasing success. Timing, narrative, and brand consistency are the holy trinity of impact. Kim JISOO and Zayn Malik didn't rush to release anything. They disappeared, built silence, and let curiosity mature like an investment portfolio. By the time they said "revealed today," the audience was starving. That's marketing psychology 101. Make people feel like they discovered the secret themselves. In entrepreneurship, that's what turns awareness into loyalty, when people believe they're part of the story. As the world waits for the official drop, fans are already treating Eyes Closed as a cultural event. Hashtags are climbing, playlists are preloaded, and reaction channels are prepping thumbnails before the song even exists publicly. This is the new rhythm of digital storytelling. Release the idea before the product. Let emotion pave the road before information arrives. That's how modern icons move. And maybe that's the real power of this moment. It's not just that JISOO and Zayn are coming together. It's that the entire entertainment machine, from Seoul to London to Los Angeles, paused to watch. When two artists create something that crosses language, geography, and expectation, it reminds the world why music still matters. It's not about noise, it's about connection. So here we are, back where it all started with one word: revealed. The mystery that began with silence now echoing across millions of screens. Maybe Eyes Closed isn't just a song title. Maybe it's an invitation to feel, to imagine, to trust that sometimes the most powerful stories happen when we stop looking and start listening. And if this really is just the beginning of a new era for both Kim JISOO and Zayn Malik, then one thing's certain: the next revelation won't just shock the internet. It'll change it. Before you go, don't blink. Because when the music drops and the world finally opens its eyes, you'll want to say you were here, when it was all still a rumor, when it was all still ours. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned because this story is just getting started.